unable to add. Okay, it's gonna do local. Fine. We are recording it here. Good morning, all. This is Fatty Hemsey. There's a minor message here, but morning, Mike. How are you? Mike Carey, yes. We're recording. It's recording locally. It usually goes to crowd, but that's what the message is giving us. It's not us. It's the GoToMeeting. Again, today is Monday, the 19th of April at about 8:32 a.m. Eastern. I've got a couple of good news I want to share. Very, very good morning, Nancy. Nancy had a question for you, but I think I figured it out. No worries. I have a fairly decent good news to share with you guys. We finally nailed down a timeline, and I had a chance to chat with the gentleman who joined us, who used to work with Nader or for Nader in that capacity, still do. But it was a very impressive guy and younger fellow, a lot of experience in this area, and taking a bull by the horn. Here's where we're going to be. V3 has a lot of work to be done to get it ready right and not be a patchwork and a mandate. And I prefer to go there now that we have based on Tony's suggestion, we've got some backup stuff for you guys. So you guys have your chat, and also I'm transferring this morning. I'm transferring this chart over there, okay, over there on the other machine. So out of my way here, because sometimes I have to go on a VPN. VPN kills everything, including a GoToMeeting and all that, for more than a few seconds. Okay, you can't come back. You lost it. We don't want to go and get caught there. So in that mode, they've asked for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, maybe 3. I said, fine. I think we could do it, but they'll accomplish a couple of pieces really cleanly and up front. That's step 1. Step 2 is adding teams on it. They think within a month, maybe less than that, you can have teams running. Remember, these are full-time guys doing their own thing. This is what they do they do in the evenings and on the weekends. So they're looking at put the teams up within a month, and the balance we're going to run parallel. Teams, Skype. Remember, Skype is going to finish ending here at August 1st. So that these two are both parallel. Getting your chat room, the Chrome and Chromium-based browsers to work. That's one. So this build up our security, and then put teams there. Then we're going to go back and do some cleanups and additions I wanted, which has been on my wish list for about a year now. Okay. But because of 2 of them, now they're kind of double checking each other. And I've told them I need accountability and transparency. Without that, not interested. I'd rather stay in this mode, because I want to deal with realities, okay? Reality targets and all that. I think, and his attitude is a new fellow. He says, I want to surprise to the upside. That's fine. But you can't go beyond these dates now because it'll impact everything else we're trying to do. So that's all good news. All right, so bear with us. A couple of more weeks and GoToMeeting, and then we have our V3 back. Having a V3 is a lot easier on me because I can do different things I need to do with it. Right now, I'm kind of limited. That's the morning thing. A lot of people have signed up for Wednesday. A briefing on these dots, obviously. And that'll be at 5 o'clock on Wednesday. Link went out to everybody. Let's see about these dots, okay? And so it should be a good webinar. That ends our housekeeping and I'm open. Let's go quickly to our econ calendar. Again, this is the 4th week of the month, and obviously we're gonna have some. Now, I'm sorry, 4th week of the month based on when you deal with option expiration. Okay. VIX will roll over. VIX will roll over tomorrow, right? Yeah. No, I'm saying it's already started to roll. VIX will roll up. The expiration is on Wednesday. Last trade is tomorrow. Okay. So we need to change that. This is the third week from a calendar standpoint, but not from an option expiration. So light again today, as always is, light tomorrow, light here. Normally just looking expiration here, okay? But because we started so close to the Friday, the first, I mean, Friday was the second when we started. That's where we are. By the way, on the 23rd, I'm free. I'm free. Free at last. Exactly. Yeah, free at last. This is for coronavirus. At least I'll be near 100% protection. Okay, we got a PMI and a new home sales. Jobless claims on Thursday. Chicago Fed, existing home sales, very important. We got to take a look at that. And then anything else? And leading indicators, I like it. Most people don't. I do. Because remember, I've been in strategic planning and forward planning since I figured myself out, you know, when I was like second or third year at Northrop. So in my early 20s. That's all I've done in my life, you know. What do you think market timing is? So you're doing a forecast, right? It's just that you have to switch yourself in your head in certain parameters, and that dictates that. Before that, at Northrop, I was doing the forecast on the airline capacity. How many 747s do we need? And what are the new derivatives going to look like 5, 10 years? Now, that's some latitude. We'll give you 5, 10 years forward. Here, I'm paid to be correct next day, that kind of stuff, or next week. Okay. Remember, there were some discussions over the weekend with a couple of folks. When we see a market problem, usually we got to be ahead 3 to 4 weeks. That's a typical cycle you get into. And so that, I shouldn't say next day. Let me correct myself. I need to be correct 2 or 3 weeks forward, as always. And when you a couple of weeks go and you're wrong, then you're in a corner. You have to figure out what you're doing wrong. So you can't keep repeating it. That's the definition of insanity. Let me see what jobless claims are, and then we can jump on charts. Thank you. Here's the coffee. Okay. Expecting a lower 515. Okay. I'm not sure these numbers are going to drop that fast yet. Not with the what do you call it that we have, with the vaccine hesitancy that we have. I mean, this Johnson & Johnson has exacerbated and given more fuel to the other side that says, well, I don't want a vaccine. Well, that means that the economy is not going to open up as much or as fast as we thought. That'll change a lot of numbers. Keep that in mind. Okay, we're down 63 now. Let's go over. I just keep track of this quickly. We were still at 10. Just down 65. Okay. Let's go to market timing charts, please. And I'm going to change this first before we get there. Why? Because of there should be a cross here. J, K, and M. See that M is late. You see that? Yeah, we said Friday. Well, because no, smart money doesn't want to be caught there in that rollover. No. So yeah. Does that make sense to you guys? Here's what I'm talking about. This should go to May. It should go to May. So it would be JK. There we go. All right. I should have done this last time. My apologies. I just got into a couple other things, and also I've had a tough day with Tico. He has been a bear when it comes to eating. Something, I guess he's upset about something, and he's eating very little. He's not thick, but he does this game every once in a while until he gets some certain things his way. Yeah. Sounds familiar? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we went from April long, short July to May long, May VIX, and then August short. We do that because we want a 3-month spread. Okay, so that's a good value there. Let me save that. Always save your work. Always save your work. There you go. All right. Timer chart. I'm not doing good here. This is getting too much, and I've got to make a decision. There. If you pull down nicely today, then I'm got a decent chance. Hi, Jake. Hi, Jack. How are you, sir? Welcome. But notice, still we're getting divergences. Still not going to look at the reading. So as more and more it gets primed to be ready to fall down, the damn thing doesn't. Hello. Yeah. So hope is one thing, reality is another. So we will keep vigilant on this. We still have positive CI diffs, okay, albeit a smaller scale. And that's the beginning of a move. And we're getting up to what, 23, 21 area up there? Yeah. So being extended, long red line underneath. So the issue again becomes, I mean, this is all nice, good, and dandy, but what's the catalyst? Why would we fall? That's what we need to look for. And that you're not going to find on charts. Maybe, but usually exogenous. Yeah, so news is an important thing to watch. Keep watching. Okay? Don't put your own interpretation on it. Get raw news. Okay? Don't get the anchor's interpretation on it. No. Get raw news. Okay? Because all the stations have their own bias. Just some. It's built in. So, all right, let's go to the D-trenders. Excuse me, I needed that shot of coffee. All 8s are positive. Still, this is telling me something is off here. The Russell is not. As a matter of fact, I think Benzinga is doing a big conference. I hope it's online on Russell. I just don't have the time to sit there. But maybe I can get a synopsis from the guys that I know over there. Can't share it. I can read it to you, but I can't share it. They're finicky about that. But okay, new highs. Look at this, guys. This is $280,000 stock. Think about the NQ. Index times 20, 280,000. Okay, SP1 Momo. Long and long. Murray, I'm beginning to like this. Hey, Murray, do you see what I see, Murray? Okay, 127. So it's peaked. This what was this value here? 141. Yeah. Okay, this is not a signal yet, but came to very close to be a signal. But here's the conundrum. If we get a signal around 140 or higher, this would be a lot higher. It'll be more pain. But then we're getting close to a drop. Yeah. So maybe I'll go flat. Okay. If we drop today, I go flat. And then once that thing peaked, I go short again. And sit up for a little bit of time. Just have no position. Listen, no bias is advice itself. Okay. So let's see. All right. Okay. Right, there we go. Now, Momo and SP1. SP1 is at +2. Yeah. Rising inside the channel. Again, the short-term brethren, Momo. No signal here. This is buy, and this guy says not so fast. So another divergence. Starts from about here. Okay, this high. Yeah. Now this is broken the trend line. You see a trend line down here? I'm saying from here to here. Where's my trend line and drawings? There's a trend line. Okay, trend line not just the price, there we go, but also on your indicator is important. Trend lines and indicators work very nicely too. So there's your breakout of the trend line versus that. So maybe we're getting to a breakout. I don't know. This is not giving us an overbought condition. Overbought condition would be around 10ish, 8, 9 plus, that area. Not there. The downside is much bigger. You can get to 14. It's negative. Again, fear versus greed. Took me a while to figure that out. As the engineer, I wanted clean, equal distance, all that stuff. There's nothing clean or equal distance in this market. Yeah. This must be error. Or this could be something on a U contract. I'm saying on USO. All right. We're trading M contract here. We're up a tad on this morning VIX. This is today's. That's Friday's. VIX alone of these 4 assets here, or 4 measurements here, is the one that is open pre-market. Okay. So we have been coming inside of the channel -1, -2. We're still having a problem penetrating 15, and we're all-time high for several weeks. So you know my story. I don't prepare these guys. I look at them just live right now because we're more natural. SQ, great hedging tool by itself, but not perfect. And you have to allocate some cone dispersal of that signal in terms of when this gives you a signal right here. When this peak gives you a signal at 3 sigma, you can realize this is a forward look. And by the way, this is Friday close, okay? And we'll see this all the way through the next close. This is based on closing. Only gets updated at the closing time. Actually, a little bit after closing, probably half an hour after close, like 4:45 Eastern. Once this thing gives a signal, you get a wide range. I can't show it there. Okay. Let's say if this is a signal, your area of importance becomes here on the timeline. Okay. And notice here was a small drop. We had 2 small drops there, nothing major. But we went out, we don't know. We have to prepare. This says, this is a warning sign. Take a look, especially this sharp rise. Sharp rise, and then it hits 3 and 4 sigma, watch out. And it peaks. As it peaks, yes, it's a slow moving freight train. That's what this is. As it peaks, then you look at, hey, where am I? What do these areas look like? So the last peak is here. I'm using here because I can't put my cursor there. My cursor would be the area that's not doesn't show on the calendar. Let's say late June. Okay, early June to late June. I can't show here. So I was using this as an example. But we have a current signal at 3 sigma, and it's 148 or something. I believe it is. Yeah, that's fairly close. 148.11. Correct. That's fairly close to the max design limit, which is 150. Again, ignoring this one-time reading there. And so, as a simple hedging tool as possible, I would just buy some the money puts, but out of the money, which means what? Small chance of getting there, but if it does, you have a good payoff. Your cost is low, so it's a classical definition of insurance. You're paying 1%, 2% to insure your portfolio. But if you don't make it, you don't make it. You throw it out, it's gone. But you made it on the other side by growth of the portfolio itself. But at least you were insured. Well, some of it was insured. That's what that. So keep that in mind. Again, no signal here right now, but the last signal in effect is from our, I think last day of, 18 of March. Okay, right before spring equinox. Okay, good. Go to TD. Still highly overbought, 86s here, but not as crazy as it was before. It pulled back at that. Okay, so you begin to see a little divergence there. There's not much to read there, but hey, rendezvous point. This is where the bombers and the fighters team up with their air tanker for refueling. They're coming to a refueling point here. We're getting a rendezvous here, right up here, around 90s. I'd say 90, 83, about 90, about 88, 90, about 88 area. About 88 area. That's a 710, yeah. But 88 area is where these are going to converge to. That's worth watching. This could be a day or two. Is there anything there that we missed on the calendar? It may not be news. It could be somebody talking. Some were talking. What are they on vacation now? Last week, everybody was talking. What? Unbelievable. I should write to the temple. What is going on here? Okay. All right. What is this down here? I've never seen this before. Hold on. Did they change something? We gotta find what this thing means. Does. Okay. Maybe they're gonna update it later on in the day. Okay. Okay. So, Waco is gone. I'm wondering. Okay. Yeah. All right. Treasuries. Fairly quiet last few days. Fairly quiet. We had one drop day on Wednesday, but We have, I'm sorry, Thursday. Remember, these are live. Yeah, this is data of SIBO, but it's live. This is computing YTM. So, so we're looking at drop on Thursday, slow crawl back up. Yeah, if this starts dropping too much, then you can abandon your idea of we're going to go back open and things are going to be hunky dory. They're not going to be. Yeah, so we're better off this thing rises a little bit. Not too much, because then you blow the budget. The interest expense is going to kill us. We're not in a good place. Okay, and we're going to be in this place for a decade or two. I think we're not going to be in a good place as we are now. So, how do we get ourselves into this? Don't get me started on that. All right, let's go to overnight. Let's see what we did overnight. Nope, that's not it. Murray, what happened there? Well, that goes up there. Overnight. Okay, here's our overnight setup. We just improved a tad on the ES, and lo and behold, NQ is just doing this thing. Yeah, blood pressure on it. Mm-hmm. Archives or hold on, I don't know about archives. Hold on, that's a good point. Let me get there quickly on this side. Let me just very quickly see what we have here. I thought we did this right, didn't I? Hold on, view details. No, Murray, are you serious? Okay, we're behind on archives several days. 14. Yeah, two evenings, no updates. Okay, I'll capture it shortly this morning, right after this. Not a problem. There's your ES. Here's your NQ. Again, webinar on this on Wednesday. Okay, a bunch of people signed up. We did send out the expert package testimonial. Phil Hutton, you guys have seen him around. He's been with us at least 15 years. He canceled everything else and he said, I just want to do this. And you've seen his results. I'm not saying all of you should do that. Each person is different, but that fits his criteria, and he's going to update us on his portfolio return. Unfortunately, that testimony got sat there. I know there was one there. I completely forgotten it. While I was so sick, the last thing on my mind was trying to do a promotion. I was just trying to keep my spirits up and survive myself. As you know, down here in Southwest Florida, thanks to our beloved Governor Ron Disaster, we call him Ron Disaster. It's been very difficult. You have to be very careful. Yeah, at least I know 2 people got it from our cigar club, so I haven't gone anywhere. And I'm not going to go anywhere for at least a couple of weeks. I'm going to get way past this Friday. Yeah, potentially maybe May 1st, May Day, May 1st. Isn't that Labor Day? All the socialists get together. Yeah, not me, but maybe not a couple of weeks. I got to be housebound, just to be really careful side myself. All right. Thank you for attending. Any questions for me? Okay, we'll switch over to the other setup.